Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, let's just dive in and let's start off with this. So, Tranglo continues to expand rapidly. And for those out there that do not know, Ripple does own a significant stake in Tranglo. They have been partnered and working with each other since, I want to say, 2022. It's been a very significant thing to watch for because this is a domino effect, aka on-demand liquidity will be offered through a lot of the partnerships with Tranglo. We've seen two major announcements just recently, this one and then also this one over here as well. So we'll read this first one and then we'll go from here and we'll kind of read out on a few things and then go right back to these to really kind of break down these two partnerships. So we do see the first one. We're bringing on the channel digital payments for remittances in Nepal. So this is great, and this is an expanded partnership with SOA. I hope that I'm saying that name right. I'm probably not, but nonetheless, this is Nepal's fastest growing digital remittance service provider. This is very significant. And then also we have over here, Malaysia's leading e-wallet is getting a sweet upgrade. And this is, of course, their extensive cross-border payment network transforms the digital remittance landscape with TNG e-wallet via the Go Remit feature. So this is pretty cool. Now, like I said, Ripple and Tranglo have been working together for a little bit of time, since going all the way back to September of 2021. Just recently, in 2022, we've seen Tranglo enable Ripple's on-demand liquidity service across its 25 payment corridors. And within this, they even do talk about on-demand liquidity and the efficiencies to it, including, of course, remittance providers to process instant cross-border payments without costly pre-funding. And a lot of this was centered out in a few markets. More so, it was in Australia, Japan, Philippines, and even Singapore. And then we started to see a little bit more demand and growth from the Tranglo side of things, especially pioneering this use case around on-demand liquidity. So this is definitely exciting. And remember, Ripple does own 40% of Tranglo. They bought it back in 2021 through an acquisition. But this has been pioneering XRP on-demand liquidity for a very long time. And we do know how significant Tranglo is. This comes after, just a recent announcement this year as well, back in February, the end of February. Easy Remit boosts cross-border payment capabilities with Tranglo tie-up. Again, all of this is through on-demand liquidity. As part of Tranglo's global push for Ripple's on-demand liquidity, the partnership will also allow Easy Remit to leverage on-demand liquidity to maximize working capital and deliver quick and cost-effective transactions across key corridors, including Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, India, and Bangladesh. This is great. Now, again, I do know what you guys are probably going to say. All these partnerships, no price action. I want you guys to understand that's going to take some time for this to fully scale. But this is definitely exciting. And remember, right, we do see down here, globally, Tranglo processes 80% of cross-border payments in real time. Its 24/7 payout services include direct bank transfers, cash pickups, and home deliveries. And I think that's great to mention that as Tranglo continues to expand within the sort of payment landscape, pioneering on-demand liquidity adoption, it's great for XRP and it's great for Ripple. Because like I said, a lot of these partnerships, like Tranglo, for an example, are domino effects, meaning they are the ones connecting to massive giants continuously. And there's a lot of partnerships like this, actually. Finastra is another one that's great to really kind of look into. I know Accenture has been a partner of Ripple's for a while. They had a partnership back in, I want to say, 2019. And of course, there's various other ones. But also, if you go over to the Ripple website and you look at the use case or the case study around this Ripple partnership with Tranglo, we can see Tranglo partners with Ripple to provide accessible and equitable financial services to the public. And if we scroll down, we do see providing 25 countries with technology that makes cross-border transactions faster, affordable, and more secure. The goal is to empower a global community with access to fair-priced, user-friendly, and reliable cross-border payment services. Of course, the solution, Ripple's payment solution, helps Tranglo enable their remittance partners to enter markets as fast as possible at the lowest cost, reducing the need to pre-fund destination accounts. Since partnering with Ripple, Tranglo has gained access to more than 100 financial institutions and partners globally. So this was very beneficial for both parties. And again, they will continue to really home in on that goal up there. And we do see 2,200 number of Tranglo payout partners, 25 currencies support it. And we do see Tranglo has always prided itself on making cross-border transactions faster, cheaper, and more secure. By partnering closely with Ripple and introducing on-demand liquidity to new markets, we aim to further that ambition to provide accessible and equitable financial services to the masses. So this is great. And like I said, it's all through on-demand liquidity, which is something to definitely watch for, because again, this is directly, impacting XRP through adoption. Now, also within these two partnerships, so here's the first one. We'll go over ESOA. Again, you guys can roast me down in the comments if I am, saying this wrong, but nonetheless, we do see down here that Tranglo's global partners can now send transactions directly through Tranglo to the ESOA digital wallet, enabling seamless digital transfers to millions of Nepali recipients. And we also do see Tranglo will also enhance F1 Soft's core remittance solution, Phone Remit. I hope that I'm saying that right as well, with direct API access and smart integration. And down here, we do see a little bit around this. So first off, the one-stop ESOA mobile wallet, the country's pioneer digital payment service, allows customers to receive remittances, send money domestically, and pay utility bills across 10,000 plus billers. It is accepted by over 1.3 million QR-enabled merchants nationwide. So this is awesome, and this has direct access to 7.5 million plus ESOA mobile wallet users, and will provide an unparalleled reach for remitters and beneficiaries alike. So this is awesome, and I think that this is where we start to see more and more adoption of digital wallets, digital payments, and things like that. I think that this is something very, very significant. And then also the last and final one is TNG Digital partners with Tranglo to expand remittance services. Now, this is all about cross-border remittance services. So we do see that Tranglo is thrilled to announce a partnership with TNG Digital SDN BHD that allows the Malaysian fintech giant to expand its cross-border remittance services to millions of customers. And we do see that TNG Digital will leverage Tranglo's network and infrastructure integration to let its users send money directly from GoRemit on the Touch and Go e-wallet to 10 countries. Indonesia, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, Bangladesh, India, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. The company plans to expand to more countries in the near future. And if we scroll down here, we do see we are delighted to enhance Touch and Go's e-wallets remittance offerings using our proprietary last mile. Interesting. Last mile delivery solution. These 10 countries are among our top corridors with stable payment rails. Our API will automatically select optimal payout methods, and connections to ensure instant and reliable transactions. And this is something that I think everyone should keep a close eye out on. We do see that established in 2017, the Touch and Go e-wallet now has more than 20 million registered users, rapidly gaining recognition as one of the fastest growing e-wallets in Southeast Asia. Its multifaceted payment platform allows users to make instant cashless transactions at over 1 million merchant touchpoints nationwide for payments, including tolls, food, bills, online shopping, car insurance, and peer-to-peer transfers. And we do see a quote, "Remittance through GoRemit is an important component to drive our financial inclusion agenda. Hence, working with a partner that understands our vision is critical. We are confident that the partnership with Tranglo will give us the impetus to continue this mission by empowering millions of remittance users." And now we know with Tranglo Connect, companies can actually make payments to over 70 countries reliably and securely. And this is all through an API access. And this is all through also the proprietary cross-border payments solution. And if you come over here and you actually go to Tranglo Connect, so I'll open this up in a new tab real quick. But I do want to break down TNG Digital because this is something that is very significant to mention. I do have their website open over here, which we are going to break down. But here you guys have Tranglo Connect. So our foreign remittance solution for you to start letting your customers send money home quickly, safely, and reliably. So if you scroll down here, they do mention their overall network, some of the stats behind it. But one of the biggest things I do mention on this is that most people will already kind of scroll down and they'll see pretty much nothing. And they'll just be like, oh, whatever, this doesn't really include Ripple at all. But if you scroll down past the even partnerships area, you could see, here you guys have it at the bottom, Maximize your liquidity. Increase your cash flow with Ripple's on-demand liquidity. By harnessing the power of blockchain, we can help you lower operational costs and free up more working capital. And it's interesting that this is like at the bottom where like nobody would really kind of focus on. And again, this is all through API, plug and play, cloud-based technology, if you will. And we know that Tranglo Connect is the biggest one here, connecting to 70 countries. And we do see Tranglo continuously expanding. And here we have TNG Digital. Driving change, steering innovation, leading the way to a cashless society. Whoa. Remember what I talked about for many, many months now? Actually, I want to say years. I've been talking about it for roughly about 2 years on this channel. I've addressed the idea that as we really kind of look at what's happening around the entire economy, we are seeing a push on a cashless society. And it's not going to happen immediately, but it's going to start to get phased out. I've talked about the pandemic and how, they utilized it as a perfect example. The World Economic Forum was talking about how cash is dirty. You need to get rid of cash. You need to, go digital, blah, blah, blah. Well, now this is what we are seeing, right? And it's through, partnerships like this that's making this a reality. And I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, does this mean that Ripple is this, that, whatever? Ripple is just a pawn in the game. Right? This is a much larger game. The elites are behind this game. It's happening and it's becoming a reality. One thing that I do want you guys to realize, though, is that we have the opportunity to, really see this as an opportunity to not only become extremely wealthy, but also to really kind of take advantage of this, because we see it while 99% of the world is sleeping. I talk to people all the time, especially even, younger generations. They don't get it. They don't understand what's happening. They think that cash is going to be around forever because everyone thinks that cash is going to be around forever. But ultimately speaking, we are seeing a massive shift on a global scale, and it's all centered out on a few things. And we already know what those few things are. It's, DLT, blockchain, pushes towards digitalization, tokenization. And I do think that Ripple is a major player behind this. I mean, listen, a lot of people don't really look at Ripple as, oh, hey, they're going to utilize XRP, because so far we haven't really seen XRP being utilized at scale. And I talk about this many times on this channel. But these partnerships and these expansions that are happening with on-demand liquidity specifically, it all includes XRP. You go to cross-border payments over here, settlement in seconds, not days. This all includes XRP. XRP is at the center point for it. Now, what have I said about on-demand liquidity? I've always said that this is not a price driver. What it is it's a demand driver and it's a floor model for XRP. And you might be questioning, what the hell are you talking about, Nick? And that's totally fine. I get it, right? But imagine XRP being transacted in the billions, maybe at some point in time, trillions. Okay? Even if it's 3 to 5 seconds, there's not a loser on the other side of the transaction buying it, right? They're only utilizing it to convert. What that creates is a floor for XRP, meaning the only price driver here is actually demand. And with that increased demand, there's nobody on the other side of the transaction. You're going to see XRP kind of become stable, but it's going to become stable at a much higher value because guess what? You're going to have the retail sector buying and selling. You're going to see use cases on the XRP ledger growing rapidly, utilizing XRP. You have NFT projects, tokenization. You have settlement of, possibly trillions of dollars, especially with tokenization, with, derivatives and, debt, everything, right? All of this combined is significant demand. And I know, right? Like we hate waiting, but this is 100% worth the wait. If you can stand it out, if you can wait, you will see incredible wealth creation by just holding XRP. Because I do think that at some point in time, the supply is not going to cut it. I think that we will eventually be able to lend out XRP. We will essentially become our own bank. We will become the banks. It's kind of like fractional reserve banking, except you're the one in charge. It's a game changer. But I do see this as a way in the future sort of thing. But I'm very excited about it, right? Because I think that we are starting to see things aligning perfectly around standardization, regulation, adoption, acceptance as well. And I think that once we have global regulations in, it's pretty much endgame. that's when institutions will be diving headfirst into this market. And I think that that's going to be a very exciting time in this space, especially around assets like XRP that have utility. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are on this big world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.